1-7 part B. It's 3 slides. Here we go. I would like you to do this today, and that is write an equation. Given information, sometimes I give you the information, sometimes I give you the picture. So this one, I'm just going to give you information. Write an equation for the function that is described by the following characteristics right here. The shape of f of x equals this. So this becomes your what? Parent. Take your parent, which you know, because it's x squared, kind of looks like this. This, right? Okay, take your parent, but shift it to the right 2 units and stretch it vertically by a factor of 3. Write the equation. I told you what to do to the parent, now write the equation. I'm going to call this my new function. Is that the test?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. No, I'll take it right here. My new function is going to be the parent, but what? Shift to where? Right 2 units. And by the way, when you shift right, left, that is actually the what? The first thing you do to your parent. So that's what you're looking for first. Where, am I going right or left? So you're going to say what here? X what? X minus 2. Because you're going to the right, it's the opposite of what you think it might be. Okay. And now stretch it how? Vertically. Well, vertically, the multiplier goes where? Inside or outside? Outside. To the outside. When they say stretch it by 3, is it exactly what you think? Or is it the reciprocal? It's exactly what you think. So you put what out here? 3. A 3. So this would be the second thing you put down. And then the last thing, the third thing would be if you go up or down. Okay, this could be a plus or a minus back here. But those are the things you want to look at. First do the inside, then do the multiplier, then do the up or down movement. And try to remember this. I know that's the multiplier, but what's this called if I go like this? If I make it a negative, what happens to your graph? Reflected which way? Over x. That's a reflection over x. I'm not going to talk about anything else. Good? Next one, right here, number 2. Put something on paper, let's see what you write. No, here they use G. I'll call my new function P. You can call it whatever you want. Absolute value function is basically the letter V, isn't it? Okay, so remember what I said? If you're going to, if you're going right or left, x plus something, x minus something. Are we going right or left? Does it say to go right or left in here? No. So guess what? Just put x, okay? Then go out in front of your function, right out here. And look to see if there's some kind of vertical shifting going on, or vertical stretch, or vertical compression. Looking here, reflected horizontally over the y-axis. So if you're reflecting over the y-axis, there's your parent. What's it going to do? When you reflect it over? Looks the same, right? Okay, but to reflect over the y-axis, what has to change? The x, this x right here, has to become what? Negative. Good? All right, then shift it what? Up or down goes where? Typically in the back. Up 3 would be plus 3. Okay? Can you write it like this, guys? Is this okay? Is it okay to write this? Is addition commutative? Can we reverse addition and get the same answer? Yeah, this is okay. This is a big trick. This is a trick in your book. They give you this, and some students, you know what they're going to say? That's a vertical stretch of 3. Because this is really this. You have to say, no, that's my parent going up 3. And some students will say, oh, that's 3 in front. That's a stretch, a vertical stretch. No, it would have to be what? Wouldn't it have to be times? Yeah, okay. Personally, I wouldn't write it like that, although it's right. Okay? All right. Next, take a picture. Do it. With a picture, can you write the equation? And by the way, what parent is that? That's quadratic, so it's got to be f of x equals x squared. So your new function, call it g of x. Did your parent go right or left? Right, how far? 3. 1, 2, 3. So if it's 1, 2, 3 to the right, go what? X minus 3. Out here, is there a multiplier? Did it get twice? Did it get stretched twice as high? 3 times as high? Or half as high? Do you know how to check that? Your parent usually goes what? Look at your parent. Your parent goes 1 to the right, up 1. Did yours go 1 to the right, up 1? Yeah, yours did exactly what the parent did, and because it's exactly what the parent did, put what number here? 1. Do you need the 1? No. I'm just trying to tell you, there was no vertical stretch, there was no vertical compression, okay? What else? Up or down? Move what? Down what? 5. So minus 5. Yeah? Okay. It's not upside down, so we don't have to worry about negatives, right? Okay. That's it. You okay? That was a relatively simple one. Would you try that one? Tell you what, guys, if you don't even know what you're looking at, it's going to be hard. What is this? Is this the square root function? Okay, good. So you're looking at the square root of x, and it got moved around. Okay? So I put your parent down. Okay, there's your parent, right? If I were you guys, I would only look at one point on your parent. Which point is it? 0, 0. Don't go looking at 9, 3. 0, 0. Ready? Ask yourself this. Here's your new starting point, right? Did you go right or left to get to this point? No, so what are we going to do inside? Nothing. You're not going to add 2 or subtract 3. Nothing. You didn't go right, you didn't go left. Okay. So then I would jump out here. And I'd say, did I stretch it, compress it? What did I do? Well, here's the hard part. Do you realize on your parent goes over 1, up what? 1. Over 1, up 1. Well, what happened here? Look at this starting point. Look at this next point. Let me go a different color. Over 1 to the right. We went down 2. And we didn't go down 1. We went down 2. So what did we do with the y value?
2.
Yeah, guys, normally the y value is 1 up. Well, now yours is 2 down. You stretched it by what? 2. You stretched it by 2, and the only thing is you went down instead of up. So now what? What? Reflected over the x-axis, right? So the negative has to go out here. Did you guys put it inside there? Did you put it with the x? Because if you put it in here, guys, you're saying that it got reflected over y. So it would be going this way now. Okay? All right, anything else happen? Okay, remember, basically, if you think about it, this point, it didn't go right or left. It got stretched by 2. But when you stretch something by 2, how do you stretch 0, 0? You don't stretch it, do you? 0, 0, you can't stretch it. It stays 0, 0. But then it ends up here. So wouldn't that be a plus what? A plus 1. If you don't trust your answer on the test, what do you do to check it? What? Plug in a point. Okay. Guys, where should 9, 3 end up? Looks like about right here. 9, 3 should end up there. Well, put it in. Put in 9. What's the square root of 9?
3.
3. What should your y value be? Negative 6. So this should be 9 negative 6. It lines up. I mean, it's working. I mean, I could check them all if you wanted me to, but you don't want me to. I could check this one. I could check this one. It would all line up with the new function, okay? So if you don't trust yourself, take some old points off the parent, stick it in your new function, see if you get 9 goes in, negative 6 comes out. Then you'll know if you're right. Oh, plus 1. Plus 1 makes what? Makes what? Negative 5. I guess this must have lined up with negative 5. Sorry. I made it go to 6 because I thought that was the answer. But yeah, you're right, Serena. Serena, you're right. The plus 1 would make it negative 5. Good? That's it. That's all I got. Do you want to try some problems together, or do you want to just work? Just work? Okay. Here's the deal. I gotta do a quick little shot at you. Ready? Here's what I'm going to tell you. We got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes. Okay. New policy. My new policy is this. Last year, I said retake. You want to retake? That's fine. But I'll be honest with you. Retakes are a lot of work for you and for me. And really, I think I can get you just about as good of a deal without all that work. Okay? So watch this. That's your score on the test. You got your test, don't you? Okay. That's a what? That's what? That's an F. Okay. So a retake would mean I retake it, which also means this. You're not going to get much better than 30 unless you do what? Talk to me, ask me what I did wrong, and I can help you. Then I can make you practice, and then retake. And by the way, now we're already 2 hours into this. And now, retake it, and you get what? What's the best you can get? 50 out of 50, right? That's the best you can get. And you got a 30 the first try. Okay, well, I can't give you 50 out of 50 because it took you 2 tries to get that number. So I'll meet you where? In the middle. What's the middle? Okay, 40 out of 50, which is now 80%, which means your F went to what? A C. Okay? What you guys don't realize is this. you guys don't realize, for you to get from there to there took a lot of extra practice. That took you going home 2 nights in a row, practice and practice and practice, and come back and get that score. How many people, let's be honest, how many people do you think go from a 30 to a 50 on the second try? You're right. You're right. This is people don't get 50 out of 50 when they got 30 out of 50 their first try. You know what they get? A 42 or a 44. They get better, but they don't get 50 out of 50. So if you get, let's say you got a 42. Well, where's the middle between 30 and 42? If you got a 42 out of 50, 36 is the middle, so you went up 6 points, okay? Now, here's my suggestion, and I'm good, I'm okay with this. I like this. I hope you guys take me up on this. What I say for you to do is this. You come into the room, and I'd like you to work on problems that you got wrong. So if I look at your test and I say, oh, look, they don't even know how to find the maximums and the minimums, I'm going to make you do 5 of them. Oh, look, they don't know the distance from you, I'll make you do 3 of them. But you're going to work for about, I'd say, 45 minutes after school. And then instead of playing the number game, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to give you 1/3 of your points back. 1/3. Well, you got a 30. You could have got a what? You could have got 50. You could have gotten 20 better, right? But I can't give you all 20. I'm going to give you 1/3. And 1/3 of 20? 20/3, or better yet, it's what? 6 and 2/3. Which I'll round up for you, and I'll give you this. 7 points. I didn't mean to say, I'm sorry. 7 points. So where do you go now? 37 out of 50, and 37 out of 50 is still a C. You still got a C. It's not quite as good as that number, but I don't think you're going to get that number. You know why? To get that number, you'd have to get what? 50 out of 50. I just don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I know from personal experience, a lot of kids get 30, they retake it, and they get a 40. And then they go where? 35. Well, I'm offering you 37 for just what? Come in here and work. Guys, just do the problems. Show me you can do it. I'll give you the extra points. But it takes you to come in. I'm not going to say, hey, Katie, will you please come in and just do your work? I'm not doing that. Katie's going to do that, okay? Now, let's talk about that student that did really well, okay? You did really well. You got out of 50, you got a 44, okay? That's you. You don't like 44 because you want what? That's a B, by the way. 88%. You don't like that score because you're what? You want what? You want an A. Well, you could retake it, and then I'll meet you where? Middle's what, though? 47. Or you could come and work for 45 minutes, right? Okay, and I'll give you 1/3 of what you could have got. You could have got 6 better, right? So you get what now? 2 extra points. You're going to go to what? 46. No pressure. No pressure at all. See, this is pressure. Pressure is you have to get a 50 out of 50 to get to a 47. That is hard. Am I making sense? Okay. You know why I'm doing this? Because it's a lot of work on my part, on your part, and then sometimes, you know what happens? I hate to tell you this, but some people who get a 42 on their test, they come back and they do the retake. Guess what they get? 39. That's not fun, is it? What's the middle? 39.5. Which I do round up, by the way, to 40. So you ended up what? I did that wrong, didn't I? That's wrong. That should have been what? 40.5, which I rounded up to 41. So you went from a 42 to a 41. Boo. It's just easier to come in and just do the problems you did wrong. Show me you can do them. If you can do them, I'm good. If you can't do them, I might make you sit here longer, but I doubt it. Did I make myself clear? I don't want to say this anymore this year. Okay. But here's the other thing I want to say. Let's not make this a long thing. 3 days from now, we're done. This is off the table. We're done. So today, tomorrow, and Wednesday after school, can you take care of business? If you want to take care of business. If some of you don't care, you're like, hey, I got a good score. I don't need to do anything. All right, go to work. I'm coming by to get your test. Tell me what you think. You didn't take it. You're coming in. Tonight after school. Okay, you choose. Oh, I said this. If I give you a half a point, like 39 and a half, it goes to 40, right? There's one person I never round up on. The person that got 49 and a half. Why not? They get a perfect score, and they really, really did not get a perfect score. That's the only person I don't round up on. You mean like a two. Okay.
Can I do this now?
Yes, you can. What is this?
Oh,
yeah. Do you want to look at this just for review, or do you want to?
I'm okay. Thank you.
All right, middle row coming. Third hour, I have off. So you got really
Get on the board. Actually, you just want to go. What math is the whole?
Yeah, so now you.
Where are you using code? It also doesn't.
You only have to have one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good.
I'm not what grade is this?
What you do anyways?
Yeah, we'll just take it.
And then we'll just work on the problem.
I just like done with where I put the answers or something. I did
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was.
Well, okay, here's what happened. This is a 2-point thing. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
you only got one.
So that's what I mean.
So you asked one. Not all of them, okay? You're okay.
Oh, well, no, sorry. It means something. Sorry. No.
Some people want to play. The problem is, you get a little more out of the deal. You gotta get almost perfect.
I do want to make a difference, so I don't have.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose the bigger the spread, then maybe you want to. I don't know.
I was leaving it.
You choose. You never took it. You what I would say is. Why is it next meeting?
No.
I don't want to do Thursday. Thursday's the last meeting. Well, it makes sense. It's just I don't want to do it on Thursdays. It's like Friday. Yep. Okay. All right. I got a few of you that said you'd come in for some extra help. Is there anybody? I got a few more things to say that wants to hand in 52105 5N and the four slides I gave you. This class, by the way, things got kind of weird. Okay. For instance, I think this is Molly's. Zoe and Andrew. This one could be yours. Zoe. Oh wait, no, could be yours. Or Anne's. That's not yours. Okay. Give me Andrew. See if this. Which one?
This one's mine. Yeah.
That is yours? Okay. Well, you. Oh, wait, here's another one.
Just hang on.
Keep these now? That one's yours. Now, that was not, I did not want that. That was just your notes. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. This was notes. I didn't want your notes. Okay. I don't think so, because I wrote your name down, I think, so this is not yours, is it?
I know that.
Like, that's not yours? What's the fourth flower?
What's this subdivision? You gave me two. Oh,
Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I'll just take it. Okay, I think everybody, I caught up with everybody, and Jesse's the only one that's not here, so I gotta catch up with him. Oh, Jesse's fifth house.
You wanted like.
Is it Jesse? I think it's good.
It's what would you do for doing it? Would you be mad at me for doing it?
Okay, so
You
this.
listen to you just next time you see him.
Your test. Noel, after school. Today?
I can go tomorrow. I have to talk to the athletic trainer. Talk to the athletic trainer.
You can talk to the athletic trainer for 3 minutes and ice your foot at the same time. Right?
Okay.
3 minutes. Caleb, when?
So then, if anything.
Oh, tomorrow,
Thursday.
you left. Tomorrow, Thursday.
I was laughing at Megan.
Lauren, I never got an answer. Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
no, it's probably.
Yeah, no, you guys added me and Jalen on like Saturday, and then we're like, why are we the only girls doing this? It's weird. And then.
You look very tall. Everyone's moving.
Oh,
Maybe just like.
how are these going? Are you doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Because some of you don't have a book open. That's what concerns me. Which means you're probably not starting yet. Did you guys do your homework over the weekend? Well, I taught it Thursday.
We had to wait for early start.
Right.
It was over at we did like 3/4.
Good, and, this is day 2, what I just did.
Like 10 people.